lists of injuries. Ruptured bowel, broken ribs, punctured lung, head injuries.
Stopped your life.
Yeah, broke both my legs, both my ankles, broke my arms.
Did it end that friendship?
No, we still became close. I didn't know where I was for about 3 or 4 months, so I didn't really know. So I was in a coma for 4 weeks.
It's time to land the Barracuda! Yeah! Everybody do a roll! Do what, baby? Come on and do the Barracuda!
G'day viewers. Today's podcast was brought to you by Koala Karma, the chill out drink. Just sit back, relax, and don't eat carbs after 4 o'clock. Today's podcast was with... That's so stupid. Today's podcast was with Tony Petschy, great champion, local guy who just completed some bodybuilding, some boxing. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him as a trainer, a great father, and he has a great story to tell. Over to you, boys. Yes. So who drove in today with the meanest... what is it, 280S Merc?
Yeah.
Tony Petschy. Petschy.
Yeah.
I ask you that because, I've seen your name 100 million times, but I know you're from where?
I'm from Australia, but my parents are from Yugoslavia.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been there before?
Never, actually. Yeah, my family's actually quite disappointed in the fact I've been everywhere else except there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do you know the language, though, obviously?
No.
Really?
No, I don't. Oh, they spoke German primarily in the home, but I actually failed German in school.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
All I know is Ich kann kein Deutsch.
Oh, no, I don't even know that.
Yeah, well, that means I can't speak German.
Yeah. Got Morgan, that's about it for me.
Yeah. But it's funny, you have just like I'm married to my Japanese wife, I find myself saying little phrases that I repeat her.
Yeah.
So maybe you've got a little of that, sort of your way of speaking, perhaps?
Yeah.
You wouldn't notice it?
No, I don't. I don't notice it. No, I don't have anything. I don't think so, anyway.
No.
I always say it to my son all the time, it's cool, don't worry. Relax. Too easy. That's about it.
Yeah.
But it's more Australian, I think.
Yeah, it is, but I think you do.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah, no.
What's going on, mate? Look at you, you're a fit champion.
Yeah, never used to be.
No?
No. Well, going back more than that, actually, I have to keep fit. If I don't keep fit, then my back pops out, and just due to injuries from a car accident that I was in. So.
Right.
Yeah, so I have to keep fit. Other than that, I pretty much can't walk. So.
Really? What year was the
accident? Was in 1989.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I was 18 nearly.
Wow, so I'm born in 72. You must be the same.
71.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, mate, that must have been a cracker of an accident then.
Yeah, I was in the back of Sydney, a place called Caddens Road, so we're doing about 120 and we hit a telegraph pole sideways. So.
Wow, it's one of those that you see on the photos of a pole going into a car.
Much.
Really?
Yeah, the car was actually stuck on the pole 3 metres in the air.
Oh, no.
So they had to peel it off.
Who were you driving?
No, I was a passenger behind the driver. So
wow.
4 of us in the car. One of our friends passed away.
Really?
A year later, yeah. So,
oh, no.
Yeah.
Heavy?
Very. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
It feels a bit dreamy now.
Okay.
But it was at the time. I was in hospital for 5.5 months. Smashed pelvis, injuries, lists of injuries. Ruptured bowel, broken ribs, punctured lung, head injuries.
Stopped your life?
Yeah. Broke both my legs, both my ankles, broke my arms.
Did it end that friendship?
No, we still became close. I didn't know where I was for about 3 or 4 months, so I didn't really know. So I was in a coma for 4 weeks.
Really? What did you have? A head injury?
Yeah, I had head injuries as well, and got told I was never going to walk again, and that was it. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
So yeah, at the age
how was your mum and dad?
All I remember, I actually woke up I was in and out of consciousness. So, I just remember my mum chasing me down the hallway while they were pushing me down to bed. That's the only thing I remember, really.
Right.
Until I come to. Yeah.
Right.
I remember waking up at the accident site as well.
Okay.
After the accident happened, so.
They put me in a coma once when I had a race car accident.
Yeah.
And it was an induced coma. So it was I think it was 5 days. But I remember it. It was a really traumatic sort of thing. It was and I've heard another person say the same thing, it's like you're getting put under, but all I was doing for 5 days was like dwelling on why I was here, and I could just remember this accident. It's just like this nightmare that kept going. So if you were under for that long, like maybe that didn't happen to you.
No, I don't remember anything in that aspect, as in of the accident, really until later, because I was on medication, heavy medication as well at the time. So, but I don't remember anything. I don't even remember having casts on my leg.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, they took those off after 6 weeks. So
did that affect your Okay, who were you before that happened?
who was I before that?
You know, like
I was
what?
pretty much a wild teenager, as most teenagers are at the time. You know, just hanging out with friends, doing what my parents told me not to do. That didn't want us to hang around with those friends at the time. So I got caught up and bang, I'm in a car accident.
All right,
Yeah.
what suburb was that?
Orchard Hills at the back of Penrith.
Okay.
Yeah, so
All
Western Sydney.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a very hilly road. So it was pretty common for teenagers and even people to drive up and down the road fast just to get airborne.
Yeah.
And back then it was a 100 kilometre an hour zone. Now it's only 50. So
Wow.
so things changed, and yeah, we hit the telegraph pole. I remember.
Listening to Guns N' Roses or something back then.
Yeah, I don't even know if we'll listen to anything.
Yeah, right. You can't remember. I'm just setting the scene for you.
Yeah.
Mate. It could probably happen like this. You would have been wearing mouthwash jeans, maybe.
Yeah. We actually were on our way back from a country road sale in the city. So we just bought all these clothes.
Oh, exactly,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. And I remember being in the ambulance and them saying, oh, we're going to cut his jeans off. I was like, no, don't cut the jeans.
No.
Don't. And I had blood everywhere. Like, I got the shirt and pants and all that afterwards. It was just covered in blood. And I was like, you're not cutting my jeans. Because I'd saved up ages for them. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
Mate.
But yeah, it was pretty bad. So.
I've got a mate, Billy, and he did exactly the same thing as you, but he did it at 16. But he took a real bump on the head, and I even had him help me work for a little while. But talk about your life just stopped. Here's a kid who was riding dirt bikes, and he got bumped on the forehead, so his balance, it affected his a certain part of his brain. He's all right now, you know, but it's just for everyone else, we're just like deflated, you know, like,
Yeah.
And the same thing, just a bunch of kids got in a car over here at Mudgeeraba in the wet, went over a hill too fast, slid sideways, exactly wrapped around a pole.
And it's amazing, you know, it's amazing how one choice that you can do all the right things, but you can do the one thing that is just, you should say no to.
Yeah.
And that can just totally change your whole direction. I had a very promising career in golf. I'd played in the Junior Coca-Cola Classic, Riverside Oaks back in Sydney. I was off 3 handicap at the time, and at that age, so I was going quite well. You know, everyone had dreams, and as being young, and you never know where it could have led, but that all just stopped. Everything stopped just from that one decision where, you know, as a teenager, not many kids do listen to their parents, but at times, you know, you can just make that decision that totally changes your life.
Well, you know, you've got a son, right?
Yeah.
I've got kids. Isn't it? And I understand consequences in our, you know, anything can happen at any minute. It's frightening, mate. It is absolutely frightening. You weren't even driving the car.
No.
So, you understand what I'm saying? Like, we are just so fragile, and I don't even understand how we all manage to get through this life so relatively easy.
And you know, it's amazing. And, you know, the guy next to me passed away. So, you know, I got thrown out of the car wearing a seatbelt.
Wow.
And he got thrown out through the back window.
You got thrown out of the car?
Yeah, so I snapped the seatbelt. That's what smashed my pelvis. So I had 9 clean breaks and 19 fractures just in my pelvis alone. So one leg was 7 inches shorter than the other.
Oh, my God.
He got thrown out the back. I smashed the back side window with my head. He smashed the back window with his head but landed on his head. So I was like 15 feet from the car on a bull ant nest. So I had bites everywhere.
Oh.
So if it wasn't bad enough.
Yeah.
But he landed on his head and became a vegetable pretty much and passed away a year later.
Wow.
So yeah, life is very fragile.
Well, here's the funny thing. I met you in the boxing gym.
Yeah.
And me not knowing you were a senior in the boxing gym, fit as hell, and a great fighter with all the body movements of a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've recovered, mate.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
You know, were there a time, no doubt there was a time, like me, I was just in the slumps, You know, when I had an accident, and thinking, oh, I'm never gonna. You know, did you get deep? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I was probably 85 kilo, 86 kilo at one stage, very overweight for my size, and down. Suffering a bit of depression, anxiety, what's happening, and then I've known Gav for a long time from the boxing gym,
right.
And and he got me to come back and started training, and just totally changed my direction. Now, had a lot of issues medically just in relation to that. So I may look fit and that. On the inside, I have a lot of stuff that I still deal with.
Right.
But and I am fit. I try and look after myself now. Due to I have responsibilities now, my kids.
Yeah.
And guiding them and showing them, and you know what that's like.
Yeah. Exactly. Guiding and showing them. Yeah. Really.
They'll live how we live.
Yep.
They'll copy us. So
that's right.
And that's what I experienced with him. He just turned 8 a couple of months ago, and back at school now.
Yeah.
But he's changed.
Right.
He's been coming with me now, boxing and training and all that sort of stuff. About 4 years, since he was 4.
Brilliant.
And it's funny just hear him mimicking stuff and seeing stuff that we do. So
yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, they just hey, is your dad still around?
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, he's in Sydney.
Was he a golfer?
No. Oh, he just started playing golf at the age of 65.
Okay.
So, primarily, no, he didn't play anything. He just worked.
Okay. Like all our dads back then.
Yeah, back then. Yeah. So, so didn't have much with my dad when I was younger. But
right.
So primarily, I did all the sports. So I was one of those people that was good at everything and not exceptional at anything.
I see.
Yeah. So, primarily, really, just to get acceptance from him.
Yeah.
Which never really happened at the time. So.
Mate, I think about like all dad and son relationships. I do spin out now. I do. Like I know you and your son. Like you're putting. You're sharing a lot of stuff with the world about how great your son is and how happy you are that he's boxing, and that's who we are.
Yeah.
It's like our generation has been. It's like our parents, somehow our dads weren't like that at all. I don't remember anyone coming to see us play football and, like where the hell were they? And they were, it's not like they were working that much anyway. They only had 40-hour weeks and they didn't go, they weren't there on Saturdays. I
wonder where he was. But I agree totally. Like
their culture of looking after kids was completely, the wife did it.
Yeah, they did.
Get that close to your mouth, mate.
Yeah, and I don't know. I want to, I believe what one generation accepts and the next one abuses.
Right.
And whether that be whatever it may be. So I want my son to change. I get on well with my dad. We don't have an exceptional relationship like a father and son should be, but we can choose which way. I could have exactly the same relation. I could work more, do this more, but have no time for my kids or my child. But I want it to be different.
Yeah.
And I want him to be different in that aspect, to remember back and say, and to see my dad, see me as an example, not just someone that was there.
Yeah.
So, and you ask your child, what's the most valuable to them? And, I just want to spend more time with you.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's so hard too, isn't it? Especially if you love working, like I do. Yeah, right. So if you like working, which I do, I find this happened to me, just, it's our kids' first day at schools right now. I feel like, oh my God, summer just happened. What happened? Did we ride enough bikes? Did we, that's it now. They're back at school. They're back in the system that we're in, that we have to go to work every day.
Yeah.
And I can't believe my little boy's at school every day.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right to me.
No.
Like he's trapped into that, he's got to be at that school 5 days a week.
Yeah, no.
It's not natural.
No, I don't. It doesn't feel right. No, it doesn't. And it's not like the holiday just went so quick and and time flies.
Yeah.
But I don't want to miss it. I don't want him to miss it, and I'm enjoying the time that we're in. So,
good.
So I do love work too. I enjoy working and what I do, and boxing and training and keeping fit. But like I said, I have to. Otherwise, I won't be able to walk pretty much. So.
Right. And what happens when you stop training? Do you seize up, or is it like a mental?
My back does. Yeah, my back pop sound.